series. Top 50 underrated classic albums. Number 43, Big Pun, Capital Punishment. Let's get into it. Latinos always made their mark in hip hop history. For example, Charlie Chase was the first Latino DJ who co-founded the Cold Crush Brothers. He was a pivotal key to helping Latinos be a force in the Bronx, New York scene. But there was racism that he had to face. Because back then, if you were Latino, you could not play hip hop or be associated with the art form unless you were black. Hip hop was viewed as a black genre because Charlie would receive criticism from blacks and Latinos for playing hip hop music, but Charlie stayed the course and outweighed to outlast the racial differences. He mixed hip hop with salsa, creating his own unique sound. Charlie Chase would become a hot commodity. The Cold Crush Brothers would be the first rap group to sign with CBS Records and tour Japan. He paved the way for other future Latino artists. The one Latino rapper that took the hip hop world by storm was Big Pun, who would become the first solo Latino artist to ever have a platinum record, a platinum album. The album was Capital Punishment. It was released on April 28, 1998. Now, Big Pun was known for his incredible lyrical prospects, Jarvis. On the album, Big Pun displayed those lyrical skills against appearance from Black Thought on Super Lyrical. He collaborated with Fat Joe by remaking Twins, Deep Cover 98, which was originally made by Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Dogg off the Deep Cover soundtrack. A standout hit off the album was Still Not a Player, featuring R&B singer Joe. The song was a remix from I'm Not a Player, which was produced by Minnesota. The song contained an interpolation of Joe's Don't Be a Player. The song reached at number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100, including number 6 on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. This song became Big Pun's most successful song in his brief, fortunate short career. Overall, the album reached number 5 in the Billboard charts, number 1 in the R&B charts. Capital Punishment was nominated for a Grammy in 1999. Big Pun could have had a long, successful career, but his untimely death came too soon, at age 28 in 2000. Despite his death, Big Pun's legacy will be his contribution to hip hop that Latinos can be proud of. Alright, so let's get into more reasons why this album, Capital Punishment, was one of the most underrated classic albums. Thanks for 4 people tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You look at this album, it's classic because due to the contrast between his massive commercial impact and the unmatched, often overlooked lyrical genius of Big Pun. While it's born monumental hits and made history, Pun's God-tier breath control and multi-syllabic rhyming are sometimes sidelining all-time debates. Look at his unprecedented lyrical ability, technical ability. His breath control, his cadence, complex internal schemes are arguably top 5 of all time. On tracks like Super Lyrical, where he arguably out-rhymed Black Thought or The Roots, Tres Leches, Pun showcases ability to weave rapid-fire, tongue-twisting flows without ever losing the pocket of the beat. Iconic guest features. Despite being a solo debut, Pun anchored a star-studded track list by going bar for bar with the heaviest hitters in the industry. Would be Prodigy or Inspector Deck on Tres Leches, the legendary exchange with Fat Joe on Twins Deep Cover. Famous for the line Dead in the Middle of Little Italy. Little did we know. His pen game was relentless, overshadowed by commercial hits. The debut of the album was at number 5 on the Billboard 200. Became the first solo Latin hip hop record to go platinum. Massive radio success like Still Not a Player had led to some casual listeners to categorize him merely as a radio friendly hitmaker, bonding them to the raw mafioso rap grit and lyrical density present throughout the rest of the album. And lastly, a single era masterpiece. He passed away 2 years later, so Pun only released this one album during his lifetime because he was unable to build a long multi-album discography to submit his stats in the mainstream consciousness. His debut sometimes gets left out of top tier discussions compared to multi-album artists. That's why this album's underrated. Alright, so thanks for hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So that's it. Short and sweet. Big Pun, Capital Punishment, underrated classic album. I had it at number 43. So now I'll be back at 2:30 for the possibly last live stream of the day. Number 42. I'll let you know who's the 42nd. Who had the 42nd underrated classic album in hip hop history. Until then, talk to you soon.